Hello. Just doing some marketing. Oh. Nostrils nice and clean. Again, wait 5 minutes before starting work. Just so it makes things easier. And holy shit. So 2 minutes, so 3 more minutes, and then we start working. Let me gather a few people. And today I better prep the uploads because I think I got 6 or 7 videos to upload. Also, yesterday's stream, there were some technical issues, and apparently were solved when I stopped streaming. Also, my RAM was spiked to about 75%, which still means there was like about 8 gigs left. I guess that was too heavy for it for some reason. My scratch disk. So basically, Photoshop filled up 8 gigs of this or something. Somehow 8 gigs are freed now, which means sooner or later I'm gonna have to move on to a bigger SSD. Let's say half a tera, like let's say 250 gigs, megs, just so I can have like an accidental scratch disk or whatever, because basically all that is installed on C is what is on my desktop and my document folders, which is nothing, and Windows. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Just gotta get something bigger because apparently this is, yeah. Getting a message. Oh, apparently I didn't put my stream link. I guess it didn't put a stream link in the tweet. Well, that's just peachy. And I just deleted my first tweet. Good thing somebody noticed. Hey Barrier, how's it going? Yes, it is always Coca-Cola. Oh, I have a secondary screen here. So yes. Is it 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Okay, so oh, this signalizes a group. I didn't notice that yesterday. Okay, so basically a reference. As you can tell in the corner, that is what I'm working with. The image is as big or as small Well, go play this song. Go play your little video games. I don't care. We spoke very little at SGC. Just too hectic, I would say. It was good seeing the old group, to be honest. So, so what I did yesterday was basically got all the Coke bottles, all the Fanta bottles, and just grouped them up. Textures are fine, and now I'm just gonna simply stack them. So let's see. First is basically all Fanta. Like this. You like the other tweet also? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 stacks of these. Yes. And one more for good measure. 7. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks good. And let's see, the other stack is basically just a bunch of Coke. Good, good, perfect, perfect. So, let's do this. Ah, no. Ignore that this thing doesn't exactly close as one would expect because, well, faking things. And let's be a little bit uneven because it looks a little bit better at times if it's not exactly, if it's a little bit off. So a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Beautiful. I mean, it looks basically identical, but just a little bit off makes it a bit more interesting to look at. So the stack to the left is also just a bunch of Coke. Also, I'm so happy that Unreal instances things automatically like this. This stack is one stack smaller actually, so and behind it the stack of Coke. Is another stack of Coke. Now it's already like, okay, this is a lot of things. But I hope because it instances these things, it won't take long to bake, but fast is rendering, picked lighting, no shadow, total dynamic lens, close not rendering. Yes. Okay, so the back one is basically, actually let's get back to this one. Let's just put it a little bit off to the side. So it has these little equal edges. It just adds a little bit more flavor to the look. Not much, but still it's something. Just makes it look interesting. Now to top it all off, we're just gonna select also these ones. Just put on like this. Now I'm doing an extra layer just because the way it's gonna show up in the render, well, it might not be exactly because the camera angles, field of view, or whatever random bullshit, something. It just might look a little bit off, or just a little bit outside the viewing angle. And any detail that I can get from this is a detail that I can accept. Now, what is going on at the back here, I cannot really tell. So this is obviously the front of the Fantas. There's a stack of whatever and a little red one here. So actually, let's go here. So we're just going to find, where is this? Create one master. Cool. And it looks as if auto saving packages. Cool, thank you for auto saving. So I'm going to move it like this. Yes. No. Okay, we'll see. So I have this box. It doesn't have anything on it, and we're just going to change the color to a washed out orange. Oh, this is sharper base. So it's gonna have to be a little bit more than I like washed out. Or let's just take it and see if I can get it something like this. It has to have a little bit more oomph to it, I would guess. A little bit more this, yes. Or a little bit less.
Do you remember where you were the night of Paul's disappearance?
Actually, yeah, this looks very, very nice. Now, again, this is a different shape, but it's the only one that exists. So I'll just export this, and it's not gonna matter in the long run. Models just so unorganized. Create 2. Okay, export. That is it. Now, when let's see. Create one. Well, I don't really need this one. Well, we just need one crate, so we'll take this crate, put it in here. Let's put it level with the rest of the shit. Actually, let's take this. Let's duplicate this. I've never done this, so I'll see how this works. So probably Shift G. Just delete this. Yes. Now every bottle is gonna go. Inside the thing. Now I know that you can't really see most of these bottles, but I don't know if it's gonna affect the rendering at all, or something. Oh wait, there's one bottle missing. So I just rather see if it works. And this is now extended. By whatever amount. See how this looks here. Is it? Yep, it's it big enough? Yeah. So now I'm going to create material, copy here. So this one. Now we're going to create 2, color 2. I'll do this. Just gonna delete color 1 here. Put a different color value to this. Everything else is the same, and this is gonna be the orange. Create. And it's not even gonna have a Coke logo. It's way too extended. Or should it? Let's just put it something like this, because whatever. Control G. Oh, no, this one. So I'm just gonna select these things. I think for a game this would be a nightmare to render out, to be completely honest. Oh, actually I got it pretty spot on. There you go. So now this back there looks cool, but then there's a secondary, there's actually a secondary orange crate up there. Let's just, for shits and giggles, put this one on. Actually, it looks completely fine. Let's open a Photoshop and open the old one, and maybe I can change or add the logo just differently. And I wonder if I have it saved separately. Don't think so. Don't think so. Well, let's just change it regardless. Where is this one? UV. There we go. Let's do Coke. This one has a little bit of a different graphic to it. See, these ones just have the Coca-Cola logo, but this one has the Cola or Coke something ink on it. And I don't know what it is. Oh, it's from 87, so I was actually thinking about it's probably 90s. And it is. 90s. Let's see. So there's... Of course this side is not working, because of course it isn't. But this is gonna be completely fine. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, I'm just gonna do this and then look at the models. So it's straight. Oh, so just this one that is flipped. Okay. Thank you. That wasn't what I wanted, but okay. This is actually perfectly sized. So, because of it being what it is, so now, wait, before I could literally just click it. Oh, you want to rasterize it? Yeah, sure. Now I have to rasterize it. That's bullshit. Fine. Let's just check out the red. We're going to reference check. This, well, actually, color overlay, done. And we're going to delete the frame. I think this is going to be enough. Color 2, there we go. So, if you go to models, create 2. I do have more than one. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on this one, but we're also going to just import this. It's gonna refresh. Done. Perfect. It's nice and orange. And looking at the thing here, there's actually a few more of them. There's obviously one that is a bit stretched, I guess. Because you see this one here stretches out, which means this one is... No, not the background, just this, like this. I'd say it's something like this, yeah. It's similar enough. And for the rest of them, I'm just gonna click declack these. Just add some filler to the back. I don't know how light is gonna shine through these things, but just to make sure. I'm gonna do this. Granted, this is gonna add a lot of rendering time, but hey, time is the only thing that is valuable, so time is gonna be well wasted. So we have a stack of Coke. Let's say is similar enough. So now let's add a camera. Cinematic. Send a camera actor. So perspective. Send a camera actor. There we go. So it cuts off somewhere like this in the first Coke. So it looks about this here. Something about this. But there's more space on the top, so I'm guessing a little bit something like this. And this is an angle that I'm very happy with. Transform, lock camera actor. So now let's just adjust the focus setting. Let's do it back 35. Now. Oh, what is this? Forgot how the focus thing works here. I'd like to give it a little bit of focus, so just to have a little bit of flavor or something. If this was a physical camera, it would have been so much easier, and because I don't know the terminology exactly of these things inside of this thing. So oh, there we go. Oh, this feels very, very uncomfortable to look at. Now, remember, said I know how to set up the back focus and the front focus, but this... no. Now on the secondary screen, I'm gonna set up the whatchamacallit perspective of the camera, so I have more feeling of what I'm actually doing. Now give me the camera. And that's it. That's all the crates. Where is it now? Nope. So now we have the front that is nice looking. Just make sure it's really, really nice. Actually, didn't know this is a thing. Why did I just notice this? It actually works. This looks wonderful now. Okay, cool. Save this. Take a little bit of time to say, oh, it's not. Okay, perfect. Cool. So. Mm. Now we don't see past this area, so just to maybe add a little bit more flair to it, we're gonna add another one here, just so it breaks a little bit of the framing and everything. Be better with the previous one. Actually, it's totally fine as it is, because it's gonna be cut here, so it's not important. Okay, cool. So with that out of the way, I have no idea how lighting works here. Oh, those things are way over there. Let's go get them. So, what is this? This is fog? What is this? No. Spheric fog. That's a little bit of something, something. But what I really need is these things to come into play. That was really, really far away. Let's get it closer. Now, because how I work with these things is, well, very rare. I don't really know how to use these things exactly. I'm just saying like, oh, just do it like this and you understand. Like, nope, I don't understand it. But with that said, let's make the fence and everything else. So I'm really gonna be closed down. These two basically just don't need them anymore. Only this box as a reference point. Because we're gonna do first selected, first world origins, there we go. I'm gonna add a little cube. And I gotta figure out what's the thickness of said thing. I can't reshape the size of it in Unreal, but I'd rather just, you know, make it proper. But I think if I make it a little bit too thin, it's gonna be better than making it too big, because I can make it thinner. And it has to go 8 stacks. So this is gonna be, let's do an array. So one here, this one is here. So it has to be at least this tall. Well, it doesn't have to be, but it's good if it is. And I switch to Unreal movements. And this is basically just a corner piece of whatever. Nothing specific, nothing exact. And that is exactly what it's gonna be. And I don't even see how it looks exactly, because it's so burnt to crisp by the picture itself. Let's do just a way to normal. So there's no question about it where it's directed. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna call this pole pull high. And export it FBX. Where's this flipped to the other side? And now that we've done this, actually no, I need to have it be closed if I remember correctly. Yes, indeed I do. So I'm just gonna mark this. Mark seam. Mark seam. So now if I unwrap it, granted this is a 2K item. Something of this size. Kinda don't wanna give it so much. I think it's gonna be totally fine if I just bake it as a 2K thing. But I could do some more at this stage, so that's why I'm going. Actually, I bake it separately and not. So let's see. So we just need a bunch of straight poles at this point. So mesh. Just do cube again. And it can be this size, but it just has to be as thick as it looks. Now does this look the correct thickness? It does, to be honest. Transform, visual transform, blah 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 blah. So we're just gonna take these sides here. This phone. Humble bundle info? No. We'll just do something like this. Now merge by distance. Good enough. And just gonna bevel tops and bottoms just to help the shading work. Not really needed that much, but still. We're gonna add weighted normal so it's completely circular. Now, now it has these breaking points. And apparently the pole is behind, the straight pole is behind this pole, so that is good info. And its height is somewhat like every it's around, yeah, around 2 of these, and then it's just infinite to our knowledge. So, yeah, just take a cut. I'm gonna go to the side. Take it down here. Give it a bevel, which is basically gonna give me the divide that I need for the spacing. And also it's gonna give me another one of these. Oh, wait. Actually, yes, this is correct. I accidentally did the correct thing. Now, both of these. They seem to be kind of the width or size of this side, so I'm gonna give it a bevel again. Do this. Now take the middle parts. Pull them out a bit. Something like this. Yes. No. Take this. This. Just give it a little bit of a bevel. Oh, but no. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not completely like this, but it's close enough. And it's one of those things that nobody really looks at. They're just like, yeah, that looks like it's making sense. And that's about where it ends, I would guess. Now this has to go to the bottom because when you go to the left or to the right, at some points it goes even lower, but we don't see exactly where it goes, and we're just gonna use that to our advantage. So this is one of these things, and I'm gonna call this, well, and this is not proper, well, it's not wrong. I don't think it's the best way of doing this, but it's not wrong. You're still gonna get your result. Mark C. Did I export a low version? No, I didn't. I just exported a high. It's the same thing, but it just makes it easier for me to bake these things. Wait, no. No, this has to be doubled. Low. Now I'm gonna say export, pull low, and now I can delete the low version. So this is fence 1 high. PX. Or let's just put it in a position. Yeah, it's in the correct position. Let's do fence 1. Fence 1 high. I basically have to do one of these things going to the side, which, well, basically I'm just gonna cut this into pieces. Yeah. Actually, I don't even need to do that. It's so far outside the vision itself, the area of vision, that it's not worth making, to be honest. Are you inside? You're inside. Let's see how far you reach. Like this, and when I'm gonna need it, I'm just like, it's gonna be fine. Cool. So now this needs a low version. Actually, did even... I don't think it did. Yeah, let's just delete low so we have these two high pieces. And I'm just gonna combine these all into one. So now I'm gonna import here models, pull low, put APX, fence low. Do you have UVs? You don't have UVs. That is a bitch. I don't know why when these things don't have their own UVs, to be completely honest. Like, why do the UVs get deleted? So let's just, I guess, put them too low, which I don't know why I didn't do the first time. It's that complicating my life. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Oh, actually, I mean, it's not gonna be honest. It's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be fine. So now we need a cubed-looking thing that is about the size of something like this. So when it goes to attach itself to here, it's actually, this looks pretty spot on. It looks pretty spot on, like something like this. Let's say times 2 in width, or even less. Something. It has like a screw thing in the middle, so I'm gonna just transform this. Transform. Give it a wee bit of a bevel, because that's basically all you need. This modifier weighted normal, so they're turned correctly into each direction. Now for the screw inside, I'm gonna mess this up a bit. We'll subdivide. Loop tool, circle, something like this. Something like this. Hey, Netherways, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And this is gonna get a little bit of a bevel. Just enough. Oh yeah, well, it's looking mighty fine as it is. So yeah, just finishing up the fence, and it's gonna be cool. Also, lighting is gonna be an issue, I think, because I'm still very inexperienced with how to make things look correctly. But we'll see. I think it's just gonna be shadow-wise. That's gonna be an issue. So this is gonna be just cube one high, duplicate, move to low. So low. So how am I gonna do this with you? I think I'm literally just gonna what will I do with you? Actually, no, fuck it. Let's add the screw here. So this little thing looks like it has a thing sticking out of it. So let's try some different. Usually I plug the hole and it's usually flat with everything else, but now I'm gonna leave a part of it sticking out, just because I'm interested in how it's gonna look, as in if there's gonna be any issue with anything. I assume there will be issues, but we'll see that in the bake itself. As you can tell, well, I couldn't. This looks fine. Let's just... for the sake of keeping things easy, I'm gonna give this thing a little bit of a texture. So new. So assign whatever, and then we'll stick a new one. We're gonna assign it red. Now this is gonna be white and this is gonna be red. Beautiful. Let's just change this to this, whatever. No. Yes. So now this is obviously going to be one texture, one color, and this is going to be the other, but these two are going to be the same ones, so it doesn't really matter. Now this one high, let's get to low. And what is cylinder? Is the Coke bottle? It's the Coke bottle. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to remove all this crap. And I'm just going to delete the unneeded stuff. Then fine. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is gonna be probably like this. And just a little straight line here. Mark C. Should be good. Yeah, it's good. Beautiful. Let's transform geometry, blah. Let's calculate it. Let's just see if every face is looking the right direction. It is. Beautiful. What you call it? So low. Take all of these guys. This. And put you on one UV. Actually, let's. Why complicate things? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna save on texture space and without a category? Oh, that's interesting. And I'm not recording, so that's also beautiful. Which means I'm gonna have to download this. So let's just fix that. Without a category. Category, creative. It says creative on Twitch. Okay, now it shows it, but before it didn't show, despite it showing up as an... Yeah, you had that set up from before. Interesting, Twitch. Interesting. Mark seam. Now it's gonna be better. Now it's much more compact. Okay, cool. So let's do FBX. Fence low. This one's gonna be support fence high. So And delete the rest of these. Like, where are they? Pole? Yeah. Doesn't matter. This, I just call it fence. Is it fence with a C or an S? Because it's fence. It's not a fence? Or is it a fence? Or a fence? I honestly don't know. Could just be pronouncing it wrong the entire time. So let's see. All rights reserved. Adobe 2019. No substance. No substance. What has happened to you? New. No. Don't show the customers. Everything good? Good. Cool. Textures. Fence high. ID. Yeah, everything actually. What's the difference between... Like, I always had it on by mesh name. But they're not interfering... Well, I'll research that later, because... Yeah. Cancel. There we go. How long have I been streaming? An hour, I was gonna say exactly an hour. Beautiful. So let's do metal. So paint. Let's do painted. Steel painted. Probably gonna be a bit worn. Not destroyed, but a bit worn. So I think this is actually pretty freaking good. Granted. Let's see. Sharpen. I was wondering what are some of the things that define how cut up and bruised up everything is. Because I have a hard time understanding a few of these things, but so let's try this one. Try this one, which is just screaming. But still tank. This looks fine. This looks adequate for the most part. But should be this for most of it. Has a little bit of a gloss to it. Okay, base metal. It's good. Paint. It's gonna be white. And I'm going to probably go in 2D, 3D. So to figure out where I'm going to use this white mask. No, black mask. So I'm gonna go follow UVs. So it doesn't interfere with everything else. Could have just done an ID and be done with it. Which is what a smart person would have done. So we're gonna do an ID. Sport, fence, high. .3D only, texture paint, export. Oh! Huh, silly me. I didn't even do anything. Forgot to plug in the high poly, which kind of makes sense now. Now this is looking correct. It's a bit weird, it's looking correct. So, layers. This is going to be color selection. This. And I'm going to duplicate this. Color selection. This one. But a few differences. It's going to be triplanar projection. Now this should work, but as you can see it doesn't. Which is what bothers me, these things, because even though there's an option, it doesn't want to work that way, so I'm just gonna go painted steel straight up. And that doesn't want to work. So with the previous one, just let's see. Let's see. I can't remove the curvature of these. How the hell am I gonna do this? Because I would like to have the detail on both. I mean, to be completely honest, it looks fine. Like, there are a few kinks, bumps. Nothing that you're gonna notice, but if you will notice, we'll fix that. But for this, I'm gonna need metal. What am I gonna use? This, whatever. Oh, perfect. Color selection. I'm still trying to figure out how depth works in these things correctly. How to stack them where. So, yeah. For the rest, I'm going to use plastic. Plastic. Plastic dirty. Plastic matte. On a simple thing like this. Ah, boy. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? Let's turn off Photoshop in case that's the problem. Luckily I didn't lose a lot of progress, but it's still progress. Ain't it? Come on, show up. This one? I think it was. Paint. Something like this. Yeah. Something way too bright. Perfect. Plastic mat. Color it. What color is it even? A weird grayish color. A bright and weird grayish color. Good. So let's see. Metal. Metal. Color selection. This. Oh, it feels like it popped a bit. Beautiful. Save. Fence. Now we're gonna export it. Not paying export. Yes. Oh, I just remembered. So this, because of the way I do this, or the way I set it up, fence, I don't know what I'm doing. It's probably gonna not be so great. So probably I'm gonna have to go into 2. Origin to geometry. Select no, because we're origin selection. Blah. And export them at once. Unreal. Let's go to this. So now here. Now everything's gonna be in the middle. It's gonna be 3 pieces. Import all. So this is gonna be what? I don't know, 2, 4. Probably too much. Yeah, doesn't matter. Save. Save. UV. No. Sure. Floats your boat. You're gonna be 256. Beautiful. So now let's get this main pole in. So now this feels like such a weird camera still in Unreal. like this. Now let's get the material. Fancy mat. Pour this in. Cool. Save. Might look totally shit, to be completely honest, but yeah. Rough metal. Let's put this on this. Looks wonderfully shit. Beautiful. Now for these things, which is basically transparent at this point. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 90. Now, where is this located to be exact? Got the references burned into my mind now. Okay, so it appears to be... something like this, to be exact. The first loop is is between the third and fourth. So here, like this. So I'll just pop this baby here so I have a better feel for how this looks. Not that great, not that bad, but it's gonna be better. So okay, neither no, this is just gonna hide. Look at the reference. So there's one every so and so. One every like this. It's gonna do a switcheroo. A little bit better. I'm gonna get first these. So now I don't exactly know which ones are where. Where the turned over ones. I'm just gonna select all of them. Somebody that knows Unreal is probably like, why are you doing this? It's gonna kill the machine. It probably will. Save it. Take a little bit more time. A little bit more time. And now I'm just gonna take one of these things. Do a little 90-degree thing. And raise it up to this location. Supposed to be here. Slow the movement, Unreal. Slow the movement. This looks wonderful. Now, oh, I actually left a little bit of space, which is perfect. And now one down here. This looks cool. This looks proper. So now I'm gonna select all of these things. Actually, beautiful. You're gonna be grouped. And now we're going to rotate. Place yay over here. It's basically, yeah, somewhat like this. It's a lot more like this. And we just barely see the third row here. So Shift G. Yes, this unlocks it. I'm just gonna extend it a little bit for my own sake. To have the full third row of Coke handled. Now comes the last piece, which is this little doohickey. This is positioned actually pretty much here. Yes, phone, what do you want? Another project match that won't reply. So let's see. Oh, it's too far in front. Okay, so this actually this is on the edge of this. So basically I got the height, size and everything very much matched. Now why did I save again? It takes time to save that much. This I'm gonna build production. I'm gonna go grab some water while this builds. Stay tight. Wait, is it done? This feels weird. It shouldn't be that fast, could it? It refuses to build lighting. Hmm. That's peculiar. If I do high. Navigation build complete. Come on. Come on. It never failed a lighting build before. Let's see. Run it again and have a look at the control task manager. No. GPU is at 10%. RAM has a stable 10 left. CPU was at 40 maximum. That is interesting. That is interesting. Hmm. This does nothing. Huh. And this is why I was against streaming Unreal most of the time, and I still am, because I'm just not comfortable enough to fix issues that I don't know how to fix them. This is very, very interesting. I just want to see what adding a point light looks like. Okay, so this looks fine. Yeah, I know I should go this stuff. I just don't know why it won't build, and I can't really look at this during stream, to be honest. So let's just refocus the light. So I know I have to do something with this here. Wait, is this the right thing? There are a few weird kicks with Unreal that is just mind-boggling to me. Oh, you're not in the range at all, but you are. Light source kills. Recapture. Okay. I was like, we're so close to getting this done. Like, and now the only thing that always worked doesn't work now. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Level has be pre-compute visibility enabled, but no volumes. Okay. 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 Let's see. It's just a general world setting thing, but we'll see. Because it shouldn't affect it. Like, it's a material. It's instance. So there's basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 props in this scene. They're all instance, and theoretically they should all bake. What is this? What does it say again? Where the log is fine, just a world settings 1. Mining won't build. Okay. So I'm gonna just close this and try this because I had 2 windows open. It's a resource hog, so okay, that is not a thing, so show message log. Give me the dump. Give me the info. Where did I check the info? Unreal. Why you do this? Here. Let's see. Oh wait. Let's exit the swarm engine. Let's rebuild it again. Let's fail to connect the swarm engine. Okay, so that is not an issue. That is one less thing. Let's go into Unreal. So as one solution. Programs, Unreal. Oh, binaries. .NET. Swarm agent. Okay, let's see if this works now. Point light data done. Okay, this still is no good. Okay, let's do something different. Let's I'll just save this, and for shits and giggles I'll delete most of the Coke. Delete everything. Oh wait. Now this should be around the level that amount of stuff that I had yesterday. Oh, well, would you look at that? Nope. So let's delete all the Coke bottles. No. So let's see if this works. Hasn't given an error yet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So it literally could be the Coke bottles. Which to some degree, okay. To the other, I really don't understand, but let's just see how this looks now when it finishes, because it has my attention and a lot of it. Let's just turn off the heating. Have some fresh air, but what kind of computer do you need to have to make this go faster? Well, not annoying at all. I'll say that much. Okay, so let's just cancel this and try something different. No. Let's don't save. Oh. We're gonna have to place all those things again? Did I by any chance save that? Oh no, when it renders it saves. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Failed to load. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter. Doesn't freaking matter. Let's try something different. Let's try this. Let's just do the details and do it's movable. And now let's build a lighting, because if it's movable, it just might work. Okay, so so best and worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, the glass is gonna have to change. Best case scenario, I have to remove the majority of the bottles. So let's just change material, whatever. This has basically, okay, let's just fix this. Models, create 2, color 2. So now you're fixed. Save this. Cool. That's beautiful. Orange. Cool. Now let's do fence. Live troubleshooting. And as much as I didn't believe you, you're probably right. It's probably because of freaking bottles. This just shows how stubborn I am for some of these things, or at least it showcases that I don't know enough about it to make a comment, yet I'm not smart enough to try it. So, what I'm gonna do, let's see, let's perspective camera. So, theoretically, if I remove the majority of the bottles, it should be fine. So, okay, now also I should really group these things. As in one thing, so I can hide them with ease. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with bottles or glass for that matter in a long ass time. Damn it, caustics really cost a lot. But I thought because it's, well, baked, it's gonna bake. Well, just bake them, it's gonna take a long ass time, but it's gonna bake them and it's gonna be fine. But apparently that's not the issue here. So is this it? Yes, Control G. So this is going in a folder. Fence. Doesn't matter. Forgot a few of these things. Sure, let's just delete most of them. Who knew? So doesn't matter. So let's hit this group, Shift G. I'll have this be like this. It's obvious that it's lacking Coke, but like this. Optimization is the name of the game. So group. Now I'm gonna move this one here. You are gonna go one level down. Ah, this is fine. Now I'm gonna unfreeze you. Delete all the bottles in here. That are visible, that is. Same goes with your boy. Select these things. So that means even with this amount of tech these days, some things are still kind of impossible to do, or at least there are no shortcuts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These go top. There we go. Cool. Now we're gonna go to the left. Since you're going to the left, I will again unfreeze. Hopefully we don't notice the lack of bottles. So this one has 8. Cool, cool, cool. Is it? Yes, it is. The one next to that. 7 again. Cool. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Why you don't want to go back? Oh no. Fine. Fine. So let's make another group now. Just do it again. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And there's one going at the back here, so let's move this one here. So perspective wise, good, good. Let's tackle these things. Yep, still solving the lighting, but it was basically the glass bottles and the amount of them. Admittingly. So yeah, now it's gonna be much more selective. Okay. Why the bottles are not part of the box? Because transparent materials are supposed to be separate. Basically, I still think this is sort of stupid, but I understand why. Transparent materials are supposed to be an object for itself because of the way it calculates transparency. Usually it was just enough to put like a transparent note as in, okay, this is transparent, don't render it. But for the physics to be correct in caustics, it has to be separate, and it's a pain in the ass. Well, it is instanced, so it doesn't matter where it should be located or where it is, and that's why I select both of these things grouped with the box itself. Actually, no, the top one is a different one. It is this one. Now, don't take all my words for it, because still, I might not know the best. Not for glass. Not for glass. Ah, shit. So yeah, basically glass is one of these things that it cannot be grouped with a solid material to my knowledge. And even when I worked at the studio, I did a few cabinets and glass was always separate, even in substance. That I couldn't tell you. Like, I literally couldn't tell you exactly because I don't know what I don't know, and I have no idea what you can or can't do exactly. So that's why I'm trying to do this, to figure out if it's gonna bake now and if it will bake now. We'll see how it goes. Again, there's no guarantee, and I'll see what I can do about it, because I would like this to work. So okay, we have this. just put another crate to the back here. Just randomly, blah blah. So this looks like a full stack. With the problem being, you can clearly see there's a lot of these things missing. So what I'm gonna do now is something that I didn't think before. I'm gonna select a cube. Just basically gonna add a cube. Well, let's just add a plane. Why a cube? And it's gonna be in between all these things. So it's gonna cover up all the holes that we have. And theoretically, it should be dark. It should become dark color. And oh, did it not save the camera? Shit, man, I thought it saved the camera. I mean, it should have saved the camera. To camera, set camera actor. Something like this. Actually, this is pretty perfect. Let's something like this. This is very, very good. At the same time, we kind of need like a bit more gradual cut to the side. Look at the reference. I think it's a bit more like this. Something along this line. This looks good. Let's lock it. So let's just have a test. Okay, this is already better. So. Let's delete some boxes. Or for shits and giggles, let's just delete a few of these boxes. See what the threshold is. Because when it starts building, you know, we're at a certain point. Okay, it froze up, so that's not good. Task failed successfully. Good. Beautiful. Oh, fuck off. Let's delete some more. Right. Or let's differently. Let's redo this. So let's change a few things. So let's just add all these beautiful boxes back. Actually, I can just do this here. Let's just delete all of the bottles. Because the bottles can be placed back. Something. Product settings. Where is it? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest. Now, re-adding the bottles is going to be a bit of a pain if needed be, but I need to see the barrier of entry, and this looks like it's going to do something. Froze again. Okay, okay. So just keep deleting bottles. It's gonna have to work eventually. If it's not gonna work, I will know for sure it is not because of the bottles. Move. This is tedious, but it is an approach. Now, granted, this is the first time that I'm using a glass material in this scale. Like, I used a few, but not this many. Now, if push comes to shove, I guess I'll have to figure something out about this. Map check errors. Okay. So let's continue on deleting the glass. This is riveting. If nothing else, I'm just getting better at figuring out how to do certain tasks. So it doesn't take long to do this in Unreal. It's just annoying. It's just damn annoying. So now there's no glass anywhere. Let's try it out. And if it doesn't work, why? Why? This is so interesting. So let's delete the crates. It might literally be the crates that are the issue. Or because the amount of crates maybe even. I think it's gonna work now. Okay, we've hit. Okay, so we got somewhere. So let's do crate and just change this to 0.24. Save. Let's build it now. I have no idea what else it wouldn't want to build. Building lighting. Okay. This is good. This is something. No! Shit. Fuck. Okay. Static. Let's just get this to build these things. And let's go to fence. This is gonna have 64. So let's reduce the quality of everything. This 28, whatever. So basically nothing. It's gonna have 256. Sure. And the let's see if this is gonna work. We saw something about a scene. Wait. Oh, is it gonna finish? Yes, it is. It did. Okay. So we got something. Okay, wonderful. This worked. Okay. So let's see how this looks. How the pole looks. Well, this is the only one, so I think basically the resolution on the crates is too much, and the bottles as well. What's for the bottles? Let's do 64, whatever. And the Fanta bottle. 64. Now this, I think, could use a little bit bigger. 512. Save, and let's just see how this bakes. Because this is progress. This is a lot of progress. Honestly, I don't see a difference in this. I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. So let's do 64 for this. For this stinking pole. Stop. Build. I got a feeling that this isn't pixels, it's something completely different. Because it's something that I don't completely understand, it's causing all these issues, thus making things hard for me. While the crates now have an obviously lower quality shadow. At this rate, you're not gonna see the difference in quality. So now let's add a few bottles. Let's add a Coke bottle. Advanced glass pack. Materials. Dirty glass. Okay. Something like this. And we're gonna... I got an idea. So I'm going to... Yes, so I'm going to select this. Just get it somewhere else. This is gonna be one version. And it's going, like, just prepping things beforehand. This is gonna be the front Coke bottles. This is going to be the side. And then I'll take both of these, delete this one, put all of these things together. So now we're just gonna render this, build it. And let's hope it builds, because the resolutions now are very, very small, or whatever those things mean. Okay. So it's time for another test. Because this looks like it's working great. So let's up the ante a bit. And just do it how it should be done. So let's see, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 times 5, 30, no. My brain is fried. 35? Yeah, 35. Wait. Got a work email? Rejection letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 24, 24, oh god, 8 times 432, 40. So let's see if this will build. If this builds, we have the basic to make sure that the whole front is covered and completely full of glass. If this will